The Herald Standard presents the game of the week. Tonight, we're in the playoffs. Southside visits Frazier. Last year, these teams met in the playoffs on this very field, and the Southside Rams took home a 26-12 victory. Tonight, the Frazier Commodores have a chance at redemption, so let's kick off. Southside Rams, first snap, fumbled and recovered. A close call. On the second snap, they would not be so fortunate. Pass thrown by Robbie Heberly. Interception by number 12, Hunter Patterson. After a missed point after, the score is 6-0 Frazier. On the next possession, the Rams would show that they're not going down that easily. A few plays later, Southside evens the score. Cole Campbell runs it in. The Commodores had a chance to regain the lead, but this missed field goal puts an end to the drive. Second quarter, this short punt by the Rams gives the Commodores enviable field position, but the Rams decided to take it back. Number 6, Rigdon Doran with the pick, an opportunity that would not be wasted. Heberly to Thompson. This miscue by Frazier gives Southside another shot at the end zone, resulting in 7 more. A.J. Kreider with the scoring run. Moments later, Hunter Patterson to Tim Broadwater. This is a barn burner. With seconds left in the half, Damon Lovis ties the game for Frazier. Third quarter. You better watch out. A little onside kick trickery snatches possession away from the Commodores. First down to the Rams. And a little more misdirection gives them back the lead. Thompson once again. Opportunities elude Frazier late in the third. Intercepted by the Rams. The next time, quarterback Hunter Patterson would take things into his own hands. In the fourth quarter, there was a series of missed opportunities for both teams. And this game is going into overtime. Frazier got a touchdown in their second attempt, and this kick made it a 7-point lead, and now it's Southside's turn. And they made it look easy on the first snap. A 2-point conversion for the win seems like a safe bet. But bets are never safe. Frazier wins the game by 1 point, and the Rams' season comes to an end.
Okay, I'm talking with Frazier quarterback and defensive player Hunter Patterson. After an epic 33-32 playoff victory, Hunter scored the winning touchdown in overtime. Tell me about in overtime going in there. You had the 2 runs that scored. What was your mindset going in?
My mindset was I wasn't going to be stopped. I was going to score no matter what happened. Anything, I was going to get in that end zone.
When you got the extra point and you're up 7, then they come back and score real quick. Your defense had to step up, and as it did all year in a lot of big spots for you, it did. Tell me about the last play, and tell me about the timeout, what the coach told you in the timeout. Because they were going to run a play and you called timeout.
Yeah, well, we were just confused on coverages and who was in, and we just wanted to be sure on what we were doing. So he just talked to us, made us certain on what plays and coverage we were going to do, and we executed.
And how did it feel when you stopped them short at the end there?
I felt pretty amazing. I mean, we haven't won a playoff game since 1983, I believe, Frazier. So it felt pretty amazing. Accomplishing all of our goals this year, beating best center, winning the conference, winning a playoff game.
And what an epic game. Have you ever been in a game anything like this?
No,
before?
this was the greatest game I've ever been in.
Thank you. I'm with Frazier coach Mike Stieber after I guess you got to call that an epic game. I mean, what's your overall impression after an overtime win like that?
Yeah, well, I couldn't be more proud of our kids for being resilient. At difficult times. There were numerous difficult times in that game. They kept playing through it. They really willed that to happen. They did.
down 2 touchdowns at one point. Your kids didn't seem to panic at all.
They didn't, there was a little disappointment in them, for sure, but they were able to rebound pretty quickly there in the first half.
When it goes into overtime, is that you wanted to hit the ball in Hunter's hands? Is that designed for him to run a couple plays there? Or?
Yeah, well, 2 plays and he scored, so that's pretty nice to have a kid like that touching the football.
Yeah. Now when it goes into they line up to kick, and then they call timeout, and then they line up to go for 2, and then you call timeout. What did you say to your team after that time?
Well, Coach Kiefer had him at that point. He's our defensive coordinator, and he wanted a timeout. I like to call, get the timeout. You kind of let them show their cards and just let the kids kind of refocus on what they're seeing there and what to expect. And he usually knows the opponent inside out and can give the kids some tips, and then they got to the ball and made it happen. It was nice to see.
Was there any particular play? I mean, the whole team seemed like was there any particular player you saw in there that made that?
I didn't. There was a lot of red to the football, in that play. A lot of red to the ball. I think they read well and they flew to it. They knew the situation.
And have you ever played in a game like this before?
There were some tight ones, but this certainly special.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.